What's up, everybody? Mobile Gamers Unite here, having a pretty awesome night, chilling in my movie theater. Just ran the dragon a couple times, and I thought it would be a pretty good time to go over the items that we've accumulated on my main account. And the reason I think it's a good idea to go over it now is because I just got a very specific, very rare piece of gear. You all know it as the Extreme Magic Bow, aka the X Bow, aka the freaking bow that everybody wants in this game, next to Aura's bow, of course. That one increases your range by 1. So it's a pretty nifty bow to have, but I think overall the Extreme Magic Bow has to be the most sought out bow in this entire game. Oh, look at that. Okay, we reset. So let's get right into our items here. This is what I've managed to pick up just pretty much from doing dragon runs. This is my main account, so a lot of this gear, you know, I just haven't had the time to do stuff with a lot of this gear. Also, some gear you get and you're like, oh, this can go on either this character or this character. You know, I'll take my time and I'll decide. And along the way, you get another few pieces of gear which kind of dictate how you build those characters. And then this piece of gear that was going to go on this character ends up going on this other character because, you know, he has the headpiece that benefits this armor, and so on and so forth. So, I do have the Cloak of Defiance. Let me tell you guys... Let me tell you guys how excited and sad I was when I pulled this thing. The Cloak of Defiance dropped in a dragon run. It looked new to me. I was like, oh shit, is this some badass new awesome armor that I don't have? It is, of course, this pink uniform. It's just reskinned. It looks a lot more epic as the Cloak of Defiance. And it will definitely defy anybody that's trying to make a ranged attack against you. Unfortunately, it's another one of those armors that, well, it retaliates with magic defense. So, I don't know, maybe on Luna, this would be nice. A character with a very high magic defense, but most characters don't really have that high of a magic defense, which is why we still have the Arcane Battle Garb just kind of laying around. I mean, I even tried running it on Sakura, but in the end, the Reflect Armor was just better. She's cranking out more damage with it, and it's more applicable. You're just better off with it because that fixed damage goes off before somebody attacks Sakura. So she has that many less hit points to clear to insta-kill the enemy before he can even do damage to her. I went over this in one of the other vids, so that is why nobody is wearing this armor right now. I don't know what to do with it. And same thing with this uniform and the Cloak of Defiance. Gonna find something to do with it, but for now it's just sitting around collecting dust. Let's see, I have to finish out the clothesline pole here. And I did pick up another one of these. Every time the Judge's Talisman drops, I get freaking excited because I think it could be an Overlord badge or there's another one of these badges that I don't have. It was on the item banner with the converter. I did manage to pull a converter, but I did not get another one of these, or the accessory that was on that banner, and I'm still hunting for that. So every time a Judge's Talisman drops and it like looks like the Slayer's emblem or anything like that, I get excited, and then I realize it's just the Judge's Talisman. But hey, it's okay for killing off a Leaden or you know, healers and stuff like that. Makes them much easier to kill, so it's really not that bad of an item, and it does add to your attack. All in all, though, I want that Slayer's emblem. Of course, we have giant belts and a couple Purgatory staffs that I'm going to be combining into some of the other Purgatory staffs that I have for Lamba. On my other account, Lamba is actually the priest class, the healer class, whatever you want to call it. So she actually has Gift of Eternal Life, and I gotta tell you, that works out really well for her, and I even forget that she can heal when she just does any of her attacks. So I might do that on this account too, and put Gift of Eternal Life on her. I do believe she's in the Sorceress class right now, but that can be changed, and when I rune this girl out, she will probably end up in the Priest class. I don't know. I gotta see what I want to do with her. I do love Lamba very much. And I also have Gazzara here to work on. Yeah, he has a blue moon. I have another blue moon to combine into that one if I really want to. I don't really see a reason for me to hold on to duplicates of the blue moon. It's just really not that rare, and it doesn't do anything that unique. We have the Gate of Truth. I have a couple of them. Probably going to combine those as well. You know, but all this takes gold and resources to level these items up. So, you know, I haven't been leveling things up unless it's really a necessity. Like, here is Rachel with the Soul Stealer headdress. I have 2 more of them right here. I could combine these into Rachel, but I'm not trying to build Rachel up right now. I'm really kind of trying to concentrate on the factions that I actually run, and just make sure everybody has all their gear finished up, because even some of my I think a couple of my main heroes still have a couple pieces of gear to be leveled up here and there. I think Lestel has a piece of gear I need to level up. There's a few of them out there, and really it just takes gold. It takes gold, and we want to spend our gold on other stuff. So I've been having hats drop like crazy. The tiara, I've just been melting these down to get more of the rainbow ore. That's how many of them I've had along the way. I have a couple of them at level 50, so I think I have enough of those. This thing, Urmagrand's Eye, however you want to pronounce this. Yeah, I don't know. Jagermeister's Eye. This thing is actually pretty cool, and I've only ever had one of these drop, so I don't know if this thing's rare. I haven't seen another one of them drop, but maybe somebody can let me know if somebody has like a ton of these. It's not the best thing in the world. It does give hit points and defense, and after taking action, 30% chance to decrease damage dealt by 15% for one enemy within 2 blocks. I mean, that's alright. I used to have this on Sherry, so that if she didn't kill somebody, she could at least decrease the amount of damage that they're going to do to her next turn when they attack her. But I found something better, so this has just kind of been sitting around. So I think some of the stuff I am going to break down. This is a Reaper's Breath that I have that has 15% hit points and some more hit points and a little bit of defense as well. Since this has a 15% hit point roll on it, I do hold on to it because this can go on Bernie if I want Bernie to be more offensive. Pretty much I'm holding on to this Reaper's Breath in case I get a converter. Because if I get a converter, a second one, I'm putting it on Bernie, and he's gonna, obviously, anybody that you have rocking the converter, you're gonna want to put the Reaper's Breath on them too, because the converter doubles the range of the Reaper's Breath. You will actually apply your fixed damage counter to people twice as far away with the Reaper's Breath if you have the converter equipped. So that's kind of why this thing's just sitting here. It's a secondary helm for burn, for my Bernie who's waiting for his converter if that thing ever drops. As far as I'm concerned, I could have gotten a converter today, but the Extreme Magic Bow dropped instead. The way I see it, those two are equally as rare as each other. You know, if you get an Extreme Magic Bow, you count your lucky stars. If a Balance Blade drops, aka the converter, I think that's what the reskin name is, yeah, you better count your lucky blessings, because That's like 1 out of 100 SSR items. Or at least that's what it seems like. I have yet to meet anybody that is just swimming in extreme magic bows. Like, I mean, I am in Baldur's White Robes. I don't think that person exists. If you're out there, if you have like 4 or 5 extreme magic bows and they just drop left and right for you, let me know. Maybe me and everybody else just gets shafted. But everybody that I've talked to, most people can't even get an extreme magic bow on their account. It took me a long time to get my first extreme magic bow on this account. On my alt account, I think I got lucky and I got an extreme magic bow within 3 months, and that was just dumb luck. Obviously over there I don't have a converter or anything else like that. Oh yeah, I've been having a lot of these galaxy cloaks drop. I actually think this is a pretty solid cloak for a lot of characters. So I really don't mind it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this chick has one of them equipped. I forgot about that. Lamba wears Galaxy Cloak. So yeah, probably some of these are going to get melted down. Looks like I'm going to be working on my Lamba a little bit. Pretty happy with these. The Demon Lizard skin. I want to really figure out what I want to do with these. They are going to be used. Because they actually have a very good ability on them. They give hit points, which is great, especially for an armor. And then, of course, when you get attacked, 30% chance to deal 1 random debuff. I like that. That's really nice. And I'm going to find a use for these. That's why I'm holding on to them. I obviously haven't combined either of them. And I've only managed to get 2 of these on my main account. So, oddly enough, I think Last Rites is probably more rare than the Demon Lizard skin. But I did manage to get 4 sets of Last Rites. So I did count my lucky stars. Pretty happy about that. And of course, I think the armor that I've gotten the most is probably the Gargoyle Jacket. This thing is just all over the damn place. Like, I mean, bell bottoms in the 70s, Gargoyle Jackets. Like, I see these all the time. They drop. They don't even register as an SSR item for me anymore. But it is a jacket that gives you 1% hit points, and when you get attacked, your defense increases by, I think it goes up to 15%. It's not bad. My Altamuller started off rocking one of these. But obviously, if you can get Last Rites, that's on a whole different level. So, oh yeah, that's right. I finally have something to do with carbon fiber armor. That's really why I wanted Kanzaki, because I knew I had to get a unit that could actually use all of these carbon fiber armors. I've obviously have a couple of them to level 50 already, and I have a couple more laying around. And yes, I have melted down quite a bit of these, and just turned them into rainbow ore. And obviously I have quite a few left. And I think that's what might happen with some of these Gargoyle Jackets as well. And it's actually getting to the point where I have my fill of mirror armor as well. I have 1, 2, 3 of them that I'm fielding right now. So maybe more ore, maybe not. I still haven't. I'm still out on that one. Alua's battle armor. I have 3 of them. They're just kind of sitting around. I should probably build one of these up for Leon. There's a couple characters that can really benefit from having Alua's battle armor, because they're primarily going to be getting attacked with ranged attacks, and this armor's really good for that. So I just kind of have him sitting here chilling. Grenier's holding on to one of them for me. He's camping on it. And then here it is, my Extreme Magic Bow, number 2. Haven't even leveled it up. Haven't done anything with it. This is the one I have on Joshua. It's got 11% attack and 26 attack. Fairly happy with that, I must say. So hopefully I can get just as good of a roll on this one. I'm trying to figure out what rune set I want to, put on this bow. And I'm trying to figure out which character I want to put this bow on. I could tell you right now, I would love to put this bow on Farik, but I don't have a fucking Zarita to save my life, so I can't fully bond Farik, or else I would. If I pulled Zarita on this account right now, I would probably just use Zarita to unlock Farik's freakiness through her bond realm, and I would give Farik the extreme magic bow. I personally just like playing Farik. She's gotten me through like some level 65 content when she was only like 3,000 power level. That is how cheese grater quality awesome her ability to steal people's buffs are, even if they're crazy made up buffs for events and just really high-end content. You know those really pesky ignores 90% of damage? Yeah, Farik can steal that. So I would put the extreme magic bow on her, but since I haven't gotten a Zarita, my Farik's stuck at like 4,000 power. So this extreme magic bow is still up for grabs, and I'm trying to decide who I want to put this on. I even thought about Sigma. Sigma is in his little warrior class right now, so he's an infantryman. So as soon as I switch him back over to an actual ranged unit, this might go on Sigma. I thought about Olivier, but Olivier has Aura's bow, and it gives him an extra, 1 block to his ranged attack. I really do like that on him. So yeah, I'm probably thinking Sigma's going to get this extreme magic bow. If you guys got any good suggestions, or if I'm just not thinking of a character, leave me a comment. But I cannot wait to build this thing. Here is the rarest armor on this account, the Bloodline magic armor. I only have 1 set of this on this account. On my alt account, I think I have 2 of these, but this is by far one of the best armors. I wish I had an extra pair for Leon. I wish I had... I actually wish I had another one of these to put on Sakura if I could. Maybe that's what I'll do on my alt. I'll put a Bloodline magic armor on Sakura, just to give her that extra added protection. Sakura might as well walk around with a condom on, just in case she does get nicked by something. Getting rid of 30% of that damage could really help a Sakura survive. So, food for thought, maybe something that I'll do on my alt. My Sakura is built up pretty well. She's almost 5k. And that's on my alt account, so that's kind of a big deal over there. Let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Funny story, I pulled this Seal Guardian as soon as I got my awesome roll on Leon's Seal Guardian over here with its 14% attack and 30 attack. As soon as I rolled that, the next map I ran, this Seal Guardian dropped. So, yeah, it's probably going to get combined into Landius' Seal Guardian here. Let's see. Oh, and I have this thing to work on. I have the Blood Pact. I definitely want to work on this thing, get some good hit points on it. And with the hit points that you can get off of this thing, if you roll good enhancements, plus like the 10% hit points you get from the Blood Pact ability, this particular item can really set off Lestelle. I mean, she can just become a nightmare with her AoE health steal attack, the attack that sacrifices her hit points to do twice as much damage to everybody in range. This item right here makes her do that much more damage because it increases your hit points by so much. So I definitely want to work on this item pretty soon and, get it over to Estelle. Or, I'm sorry, Lestelle. Not Estelle. Lestelle. Granny, sweet Granny Lestelle. And moving on, I've actually had a couple of these Holy Arcs. The first one that I dropped, I was ecstatic. The second one, I was extremely happy. And then the third one, I was like, man, I don't know, I guess I could go work on Vargas if I wanted to now. I thought about building one of these for Bernie, but No, I really feel like Bernie needs that movement. Kanzaki can get away with having the Holy Arc because Kanzaki doesn't really have to worry about movement. She has like that cavalry charge ability that lets her move up an extra few blocks and attack. So she kind of has that in her back pocket. My Estelle is mobile because she has Breeze. So, unless I wanted to do a Breeze Bernie build, I'm not gonna lie, this thing is nice. Being able to reflect 30% damage from melee attacks just goes so far for a tank. So, here we have my only Overlord badge. I have not managed to pull any more of these. I wish I could, and I wish I had a Slayer's emblem to sit next to it and look pretty. That has not been the damn case. What are you gonna do? I did pick up another pair of star earrings. I don't know how rare they are. They do give intelligence, so I'm happy with that. When battling against assassins and archers, defense increases by 20%. Yeah, you need all the defense you can get when you're dealing with assassins and archers, so this isn't bad to have on a mage that could get targeted by assassins and archers. So all in all, you know, I'm pretty happy with the star earrings just because they give that intelligence. I think I have, what, 3 pairs of them? Yeah. I thought I had another Veil of Light. That must be on my other account. So here is something else new that we got recently. The Divine Boots. I was real happy about this because Bernie was rocking Apex boots, and man, if you have a choice between Apex boots and Divine boots for a tankish character, you're obviously going to want to go with the Divine boots. That 8% defense is huge on Bernie. And I mean, Bernie has, you know, he can benefit greatly from a high attack, but it's just not worth it to put Apex on him over the Divine boots. So as soon as I got the Divine boots, the Apex boots went to Sakura. She is very nasty with those boots. The Apex heals. And so yeah, did I mention to you guys that it's just been raining hats? So yeah, I've gotten these hats actually in the past couple of days, literally all of them. So I have a few dark crowns to work with, which I think is a pretty solid item because it does give magic defense and hit points. And some of these classes, they can really benefit from magic defense, can actually use magic defense to increase their intelligence and do more damage, like Basil, which is why this is my preferred headpiece for Basil. That's just me though, IMO. And this thing, like the assault headgear, I feel like this is just so made for Luna. Can't really think of anybody else that I really want to put this on. So a lot of these are probably going to get melted down, unless I'm missing something. If anybody can suggest a good candidate for assault headgear other than Luna, leave me a comment. I would really love to hear your thoughts. Then the Twilight Helm. This thing's just kind of like a meh to me. I've never really been too happy with these. They just give you a little bit of defense and magic defense. They probably are going to get melted down. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind having more of Gia's helmet though. I do really like the damage reduction that they give. Really good. Burn's rocking this right now, and this definitely helps Bernie to tank a lot more shit. And what I really like about it is with Bernie and the Red Guard, he can kind of keep himself healed, and that can keep this Terra Glow ability proccing over and over again and effectively giving him 10% damage reduction. So love Gia's Helm. It's a must for any tank. It definitely helps tanks. And then I feel pretty lucky with Tenyo's robe. I was not able to get this robe for the longest time, and then obviously this thing just started raining because I got like 4 or 5 of them here. Assault suit, again, Luna's got it. Don't know too many other Well, I guess there's a few characters that could benefit technically from getting an increase to their defense and magic defense when attacking. But typically I'd want something that increases my attack when I'm attacking. That's just me though. Gaia's Armor to go with Gaia's Helmet. This is a great armor. It does reduce magic damage taken. I had Leaden rocking this thing for a while. Oh, I still do. That's right. That's my second copy of this thing. I am going to figure out something that I want to do with this for sure. I'm going to build this item up. But I got so much of this stuff to work on. I guess the first thing I should probably try to do is figure out how much of this I just want to liquidate and turn into rainbow crystals. Rainbow crystals. Rainbow ore. Ane's armor. You know, I always leave one of these hanging around just in case, because that receive heal effect is just really nice, especially for characters that use chivalry and abilities like that. So, in fact, here, Leon's got one of them right here, and I managed to roll 4% attack on it for him. I wish I had 10 flat attack to go with it and like 15% hit points. That would be the best roll I could get. In fact, maybe I should try to re-roll this on Leon. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Here's Sigma. Of course, Sigma is in, like I said, he's in his little infantry class right now because I'm working on him. But I think this is my best candidate for the extreme magic bow. Hydra bows, they're probably going to get broken down. And then I have quite a few of these. And a few blue stars to work on too. The blue stars I do want to build up. I like running the blue star on Luna so that when she moves up, she can just do more damage. But the Cursed Lance is amazing for her too. So, other than that, we're getting to the bottom. We got our Mjolnirs here, our Throne Guardian, and Ragnarok. I pulled a second Ragnarok, which I was very happy with. It went on Alta Mueller, and I did get 20 attack and 11% attack and 5% hit points. All in all, not too shabby of a roll for Alta Mueller. And Ragnarok has been doing a lot better than the Devil Axe for him, I think. So all in all, really happy with that. Still have my awesome Blood Sword that has 10% attack and 17 attack and 9% hit points. Sakura was rocking this sword for a while and doing great damage with it. She actually was getting surprisingly a lot of kills with the fixed damage on this thing. So I just left it alone just in case I want to throw a fixed damage build on her real quick and swap out that Ghost Blade. That I can always do that. But as we get to the bottom of the list, I'm reminded of the next item that I really need to work on is my Dragon Slayer sword. I have two of these. Elwyn has this one equipped, and it's level 41. I do need to level this thing out. I'm going to be tackling the level 70... Well, tackling... I'm going to be fighting the level 70 dragons real soon. I'm just kind of trying to get not lazy enough to do it. I don't know how big of a upgrade it is as far as getting SSR items go from the level 65 to the 70 dragon. I don't know if you get an extra percent. I don't know if it's minuscule. I don't know if it's a lot, but all of these items I've pretty much gotten off the level 65 dragon. I've ran the 70 here and there. Like my guildies and me will run through some of the 70 dragons. Me and Pete run 70 dragons. And once in a while I'll hop in a game with somebody. You know. So, but most of the stuff has just been obtained through the level 65 dragon. I think the drop rate is pretty great on that. I get at least an SSR, it seems like, every day just from doing my dragon runs. Definitely a lot better than the level 55. I will say that for sure. But this is the bottom of our SSR items. So this is what the main account has. A lot of stuff to work on. A lot of stuff to liquidate. Oh, another funny thing happened today. I've always been against having Leon with a fusion power on. And let me show you guys something that is funny. I actually did run my Leon and have him... I had Leon bring a fusion power. And the reason I did that, and I'm just kind of bringing this up in case anybody might want to try it, Leon and Sakura are actually a very amazing combo together. But Leon obviously has to be the faction buffer. But it works out really well, guys. I did... What was it? It was one of the co-op maps that we do. I forgot which one it was. Sorry, guys, it's late. But I tried this combo out, and it worked out awesome. Because with Leon's fusion power, Sakura gets more attack for every single block that she moves up. So as long as you can make Sakura move around, she can score a shit ton of damage and pretty much just guarantee that she gets the kill. Let's see, what does this do? Okay. Before attacking, move one block and increase damage dealt by 5% up to a maximum of 15%. So yeah, as long as Sakura moves up 3 blocks, she's going to do 15% more damage to everything. So I just think that's really nifty. All you got to do is keep your Sakura moving. And my Sakura, of course, does have the Apex boots. So she has good movement. She can maneuver. She can go around you and make a left to get that full movement so she can get 15% more damage. So Imperial Charge works really well with Sakura. And if you play her and Leon right together, you should pretty much be able to destroy just about anything in front of you. If somebody does need to take a hit, Leon can take that hit. And because he has Chivalry, he can heal himself back up. And actually, Sakura is pretty self-sufficient with the Red Guard. So, pretty happy about that. It worked out really well, and I can't wait to run them together in the future and see what more I can do with them. Where is Sack Nasty? She should be down here. This, of course, is the Sakura that I've been running with the Leon. And, wow. It's just awesome. This girl she can get her attack so high and just put up so much damage. And then when her AoE comes back around the second time and she has all her stacks up, she just does so much with it and just keeps getting stacks. Runs around with like 1600 attack. And the Red Guard, the Dark Guard, they heal. So it's just absolutely amazing because when you give her talent to the Red Guard and you let them attack first, not only do they heal now and do fixed damage, but most of the time things don't even get to retaliate against them. So Sakura definitely has an edge with the Dark Guard because they become a lot more durable with her because they get to attack first. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've just noticed it a lot. It is definitely my favorite soldier to play with her, even though a lot of other YouTubers will tell you that the main choice for Sakura for soldiers is Zealots. I personally don't like running Zealots with her because they're really strong when their hit points is above 80%. But as soon as you get hit with Black Hole or some AoE and their hit points goes down below 80%, then they don't get all these super high stats from buffs. So the Dark Guard are kind of a for sure thing for me. They're always tough, right? No matter what percentage their health's at. And the biggest thing is that they heal. That's what I like. And the fixed damage I'm not going to complain about because when it is applicable, it does a ton. The Dark Guard are Akeem killers. They destroy those guys. The fixed damage is like 10,000 on them because it goes off of their hit points, and those things usually have a lot of hit points. We're talking about the little Arnold Schwarzenegger dudes with the holes on top of their heads, of course. So, but that's what I run my Sakura with. It also helps that my Dark Guard are level 10. But a lot of people don't run them. And hey, I'm very happy with them. So Tip of the day, if you have the Dark Guard and you've been hesitating on trying them out and running them, go try them out, go run them. I think they go a long way, and I think they're awesome. Anyway, guys, to wrap this up, it's been another wonderful day. Extreme Magic Bow number 2. Still don't know what to do with it, but this is what my main account is looking like with items, and my Sakura is running out there with a Leon that is throwing a fusion buff, which I've spoken out against plenty of times. If it wasn't Sakura, I wouldn't do it. Alright, if it was anybody else but Sakura, Leon wouldn't be throwing a fusion power. So, Mobile Gamers Unite. Have an awesome night. Peace, everybody.